folks, I'm about done with this one. This will be the last one of this Chibson for a while, unless something comes up different. But this is the finished product. This is after the upgrades that I've done. We put the new Gibson tuning keys on. We got that upgraded. Checked, had to work on the frets just a little bit. A set of iron gear pickups and the Gibson bridge tailpiece, GFS pots and switch, everything upgraded. So that's everything. So that's a little sound demonstration. My playing, man, I ain't Eddie Van Halen / none of the above, but that lets you have a little idea that it's a playable guitar. And my thoughts on this, I put a lot of thought into it since I got it. As far as where I rank this guitar, and with the upgrades I've done, I would probably rank it somewhere with a higher level Epiphone. Is basically where I put it. The headstock angle isn't quite there. It's not. It's more than the Epiphone. It's not as much as a Gibson. The truss rod cover actually touches the nut, and that on a Gibson it'll be up a little bit. And of course the truss rod adjuster itself is a giveaway. And the pickup covers are also a little bit off size. The adjuster screws and the surround screws themselves on the Gibson will be almost in line. These are out a little farther. As far as the fit and finish, I have no issues with it. I mean, I have no problem. I mean, I would put it up, as far as with a Harley Benton or Austin or Vantage or Vintage, I guess it is, some of those type guitars, and I've got a PRS SE that this guitar is real close to that, and I know I'm going to get a bunch of hate out of that. It's close, it's not there. If this guitar could be bought and it had John Henry on the headstock or whatever, and you could buy it in a music store, and it was priced for $5.99, it'd be a great deal. I mean, that's kind of where I put it. As far as the logo, all that, the reason I got that was I wanted just to hit the buy now button and send them whatever they sent me. I didn't want to custom order nothing, whatever. So, now I've got this thing, I'm kind of stuck with it, kind of like a 13-year-old boy with a Playboy hid under his bed. You're scared to death somebody's going to find it. So, it is what it is. I'll, if not, what I mainly use this for is, is to show people that are considering buying a Gibson, what to look for when they go to buy that guitar, to make sure that what they buy is what they're going to buy. But as far as would I recommend somebody ordering one of these and thinking they're going to get a Gibson, it's a mile away. So it's not bad for what it is. If you order one, hope for the best and expect the worst. I think I got lucky on this one, judging from other people's experience. I mean, something that's come up lately is the fret spacing being incorrect and therefore being out of tune in certain notes. This one's right. It's right. I've checked it against, the Epiphone there that's, a high grade. It's, and the fret measurements are dead on. So that may be an issue with some of them, and I'm sure it is. I don't dispute that. So that, in a nutshell, my whole, my thing is if you're going to go out here and invest the money, and basically what I've got in this was $266 for the guitar, $100, let's just say, for the Gibson parts, $30 for the switch, all the electronics, And I also ordered a case that I hadn't got yet for $118. So let's just say somewhere around 500 bucks is basically with a hard shell case. And when I get it, I may throw it in with another video. I'm not going to do a video on the case, but I'll show you that, show it to you when I get it. Maybe we're on some other subject, but that's just my 2 cents worth. Anybody can buy one if they want to. I bought this thing out of curiosity, like I say, to be able to show people what to look for. And I guess what I come away with on this more than anything else is I don't see how they make a guitar of this quality for the price. Which also makes me wonder, with Gibson, how do they charge what they do for what they put out? So, there you go. But that's just my 2 cents worth. I thought I'd do one final video on this for now, unless something changes, 6 months from now the neck may bow or something. Who knows? We'll talk about it when it happens if it does. So anyway, that was just kind of a follow-up thing that everybody can kind of go back and look at the last few videos and see what I've done to get where I am with it. I'm not going to necessarily say I'm proud of it. I mean, it don't play bad. I mean, I don't play great, but I mean, it's not a bad guitar. But I'm stuck with it. It's mine. I'm not going to sell it or trade it or none of that kind of stuff. This will hang in the shop and be played occasionally. And then, like I say, it's going to be a tool to teach somebody. And if I can keep one person from going out here and unintentionally buying a fake guitar, then everything I've spent's worth it. So I really am tickled with all the people subscribing to the channel and the comments and information that people share. Like I incorrectly stated that Gibson headstock was 14 degrees, I think, in one of the videos. Epiphone's 14, Gibson's 17, except in I think the late 60s, early 70s, Gibson did go to a 14-degree headstock after Norland bought them, and then changed back in like 73 or something. So there is a possibility you can get a real Gibson with 14 degree, but this is not the 17. I don't think I'm not sure what it is. It's steeper than an Epiphone, but it's not 17 by no means. So anyway, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down, and hit that subscribe button and the little bell, and I don't know what's coming up next. There's plenty to do, so there'll be another one on the way, and it won't be about this. We've wore it out. So let's move on to something else. And folks, I appreciate it greatly. Until the next time, see you.